Hello people. So, yeah, I don't know. My OCD has been very persistent tonight. I mean, it's always very persistent, but tonight it's just like, oof. And basically, I'm not going to sleep until I finish all my homework. Which, like, if you're just like, oh, that's good, like you're gonna finish your schoolwork. No, it's not good because I don't know how much sleep I'm gonna get. And yeah, so this has happened before and it's never a fun time, honestly. But I also have to do a few things, like my mind is also telling me I have to do a few things before I start the homework, so that makes it like even worse, because seriously, what time am I gonna get to bed? We don't know. First and foremost, I have to take my medication, but I also need to divide up my new medication and spread it all out. So that's fun. And then secondly, I have to clean this desk because it has a ton of stuff on it. We're not going to even deal with that tonight because we would be here forever. But it's dusty and it's bugging me. It's been bugging me for a while, and my brain just isn't really going to let me start my homework until I do that. So we're going to clean this desk. Or actually, I was supposed to take my medication like 45 minutes ago, but I was out studying or doing homework, not studying. So I'm gonna do that first. Yeah, so woo. I don't know. Yay OCD, but not really. Good morning, everyone. Oh my god, I had so much trouble getting out of bed today. It was really hard, and yeah, I wanted to leave the house around 10 a.m. but it took me about 45 minutes to actually get out of bed, so here we are. But it's okay. I was trying to convince myself like, no, you can just stay at home, but I'm still gonna go out. So I'm gonna put some makeup on. I made my coffee and everything's gonna be okay. Just because I had a hard time getting out of bed this morning, you know, it doesn't mean I'm gonna have a hard day. So class starts at 2:30. So I have to, I left my sticky note. I have to print out the speech, and besides that, I'm pretty much ready for school. I'm gonna make sure that I eat breakfast. Yeah, I think that's it. So I will keep you guys posted. We're at Starbucks and I'm sitting this way because lighting is just the worst thing ever. I don't know. It's like 11:15, so we're gonna be here for a bit and we're gonna do homework. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling okay-ish today, so I hope it stays. Yeah, let's go. It's 11:54. We're gonna go get food because I didn't eat breakfast and I'm really trying to get better at eating consistently. So we're going to Panera. I'm excited. Hi y'all. So we're at school and it is 1:22. So we have about an hour before class starts. So we're actually gonna go into the library and start on the writing assignment. I did a little bit while I was at Panera, but most of it I wanted to wait for in class, but I'm just gonna go over it again, and I think I can do at least a few more questions. So yeah, I'm gonna see how long it takes for me to start showing up looking ratty. For therapy, it took like, I think the 5th session was the first time I went there with just like t-shirt, leggings, no makeup, and greasy hair. So we'll see. Yeah, I should just stop talking. We're gonna walk in. Yeah, wish us luck. I'm scared. So we just got out of class. It's 5:38. Today was a really hard day. I basically kind of started crying in class, so that's why I had to walk out. And it's just rough because I was having an internal battle while she was like explaining stuff. So by the end, I was so fucking confused. And we had to show her something that like, hey, I paid attention. Hey, I did this. So that's why I'm like, class ended like just about 20 minutes ago. So, and it's like a 3-minute walk from class. So I was in there for a bit finishing it up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I am trying to, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to message my psychiatrist and kind of tell him what's going on and ask him if there's anything we can do, if there's any medication he'd be able to just prescribe that I would be able to use in times of anxiety. And then like, cause I see him next Friday, which is like, okay, you see him in like a week and a half, I don't know, a little bit less than a week and a half, like chill. But that's 2 more days of class next week and just like another week and something days of my life that I'd like to not be this fucking anxious, and I would like to be able to pay attention and focus. And so I'm gonna message him and just kind of see what our options are. I was trying to compose a message in class, but I don't like being on my phone in class. So yeah, but I decided I'm going to take myself to Target and just get like a cute little pint thing of ice cream, because I kind of have a sweet tooth right now. I mean, I always have a sweet tooth, but I'm like, you know what? You survived today. You did your best. Let's do that. So that's where we're headed. So that was my car, sorry. My ice cream shopping adventures got interrupted, but in a good way, I guess. Yeah, I'm feeling anxious right now, sorry. Anyways, my psychiatrist actually called me. Oh my god, that was amazing. Literally, I walked in there and I sat down at the little Starbucks they have in there, and 4 different people looked at me right now. Cool. And their lights, epic. Lighting, woo. Okay. I sat at the Starbucks that they have in there and I messaged my psychiatrist, kind of telling him what's been going on and asking him if there's any medication or anything else we can do, because it's kind of urgent. And he literally called me like 5 minutes later. Like, literally, I sent that message, I got up, I walked over to the ice cream area, I picked out my ice cream, and then I was walking to the cashier, and like halfway to the cashier, I got a call. And I never, ever answer unknown numbers. I hardly ever answer calls, even if it's from people I know. I hate phone calls. So, for whatever reason, I was like, it's like the city that's right next to me, maybe it's, you know, something or whatever. So I answered it and it was him. I could tell right away because he asked if he was speaking to Shayna, and his accent is amazing. He is a gorgeous guy, but he has a British accent. And so I immediately was like, oh my god, it's him. So I kind of talked him through it, and I kind of told him, like, because he asked when it's happening, I'm like, well, I've really been noticing it at school, but also just honestly, like, whenever I'm not at home, I'm anxious and it's awful. And he told me about a medication that he could prescribe to be used as needed. He kind of explained like the dosage and how like different, like how people react to it differently. And I was like, okay, sign me up. Kind of, basically. So he actually put it in literally like the second we got off the phone, so I can drive over to Kaiser right now. Not my local Kaiser, because their pharmacy's already closed, but the other one has a 24-hour pharmacy. Bless 24-hour pharmacies. And he said I can go pick it up right now. And he said to just be careful, because the main side effect, really the only one people feel, is sleepy. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first try it out right once I get home, since I'm feeling very anxious, but also that way, in case I do get sleepy, I can see how hardcore it is, because you're not supposed to, you know, drive cars and all that when you're tired. So I'm gonna wait until I get home. But he said, you know, if it makes you feel too sleepy, you can take half. If like you don't feel enough with one, you can take 2. So he also told me to up the Lexapro. So we're now going to be doing 6 pills a day. So it's a lot, but I'm just trusting his word, and you know, we're going to see each other next Friday. So that'll be kind of good, because I can say, oh, I've been using this, and this is, you know, he said with the Lexapro that it's gonna, that one takes a little bit longer to actually notice a difference. So we're gonna see. I was gonna say something there and then I didn't, but I'm feeling a lot better. Like, I'm still feeling really anxious, but like also I'm feeling better knowing that, like, first off, he took that seriously, and the fact that he called like 5 minutes later is epic. So yeah, the end. So we got our meds, and I actually don't know what time it is. Let's find out. It is dun 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 7:20. I was just explaining everything on my Instagram, like my whole medication thing, because I try to be transparent on there about this stuff, because a lot of people don't talk about it. So I'm tired. I feel like I just like was peopling, even though I haven't been around people really. I just was ranting on my Instagram for like a minute. I think it was longer than a minute. I don't know. But I really want ice cream. But I don't feel like going back into Target. I'm just really tired now. So I think I'm just gonna go home, because it's gonna be a bit of a drive because traffic. So yeah, I don't know why I just yelled. I think this is gonna be about it for this video. This is my, you know, how mental illness affects school. I did want to say that if someone else also has anxiety, someone else also has OCD, depression, that kind of thing, basically anything that I have as well, it doesn't mean they're going to present it the same way. It doesn't mean they're going to have the same symptoms or they're going to need the same treatment. And that goes for any mental illness, and whether they just have one or more. And just having one is, you know, I feel like sometimes people are like, oh, well, I have, you know, 4, so obviously like I'm struggling more than you are. But it's like, no, everyone's struggles are real and, you know, legitimate. And it's not like, oh, well, that person, you know, is going on, like more is going on with them. Like, no, what's going on with you matters, and it does not matter less just because someone else is also struggling. Like, it's not a competition. Struggling, mental illness, not a competition. So I did want to just say that, but I do want to do a video where I like actually sit down and just explain. I think I mentioned this in one of my other ones, where I want to sit down and explain how having a mental illness, basically from, I mean, since I was a kid up to high school, when it was undiagnosed and when I wasn't on medication, I didn't have a therapist, versus now having a therapist, having medication, and being diagnosed. And I know it looks like it's bad, but like it used to be way worse than this. So yeah, I don't know, that's about it. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be making that soon. I have a few other video ideas, so keeps me busy. So that's about it. I want to thank you for watching another one of my videos. I hope you liked it, and as always now, if you didn't, I totally understand. The end.